Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Stand not the right way. Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil and today we are going vaccinating calves. So I have some of my stuff just left out here, we're just getting ready. So I have my pneumonia vaccines and I have vecoxan, that's for coccidiosis vaccine, and just getting my gun set up now. So actually me automatic gun for the vaccines, 5mm syringe. I broke it the last time I was using it. I broke the little plunger. It still works, you just have to manually pull it out and then just push it in. It's still a lot easier than using a syringe. So also my father, he's doing diet feeding at the minute, but he needs to go get more calves, and the man he's getting them off, his son works for a vet company or vet distribution or something, and he has a new gun for us. So unfortunately though, we'll have to vaccinate most of the calves with this old yoke. So I have a new needle put on it, we have a new gun, dosing gun got out, and we have 2.5 litres of vecoxan, and then we also have bovilis, bovipast RSP. So we don't use an IBR pneumonia vaccine, we use a vaccine for pasteralla pneumonia, because every time over the last number of years we've brought calves to the lab to see what they died of, pasteralla pneumonia, pretty much every time. So we only vaccinate with these. We used to vaccinate with the IBR vaccine, but IBR isn't our problem, it's pasteralla pneumonia. So these vaccine is, it's 10 doses to a bottle, so a bottle does 10 calves. It's an injection under the skin behind the shoulder, subcontinuous, which makes it a lot handier than the IBR where you have to try and squirt it up the nose. But anyways, I'm going to stop talking about this. I'm going to go and we go get set up. So there's quite a bit of setting up, a lot of calves to do, 120 in the shed to be done. So I have to bring 100 anyways. We did do some of the calves, I'll explain when we get there. So I have my gun, syringe, I have 100. I bring 110, I don't think, we did do 10 calves, so come with them in the fridge. With a vecoxan, I have to put her gun onto the top of that and then put the strap around it, or I put on my back. Which will I do, back or strap around my neck? I put on my back, it's easier that way, so we'll go get set up for that. It's very hard to get this to go on this.
Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Stand not the right way. Is that the wrong way? Was I twisting it the wrong way? Was I actually?
Yeah.
No wonder it wouldn't fit. This seems so flimsy on the bottom of this. So we have all our stuff now. So here's all the calves. So I think the best plan of attack is to show all the calves up here, and we have small sheep gates, them sheep hurdles there. We have more of them. We just have to peg in a lock, corner it off, make a bit of a crush out of it, a shoe out of it, and then we start working at it. So we use one of these green troughs for all our stuff, so we can bring it in with us. So I have a spare needle there, just in case because there's so many calves to do, the end of this needle will get blunt. So also I have my bag with my vecoxan, and I'm just not over happy at the bottom that is on it. That just seems very flimsy to me. I'm afraid that'll break. So right, first thing, our gates are there, so we just have to get them and put them in. Calves are wondering what on earth is about to happen to them, but it has to be done. So right, 3 gates there, we get them in there, and then we'll run down the calves and then shut them in down here. So yeah, come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Get the stuff. Now everyone, we have all our calves curtailed at the top end of the shed. Now, as you might have seen, the floor is that need a bit of bedding done just around the feeders as it was, but because we've them all tightened up in this space, it'll get, the whole of the bedding will get quite bad quite quickly. So we do have that bale up there to be knocked down, so I just have to get our box of tricks left down here. So it's just very handy having this. It has everything we need in it. Kind of a chute, we'll push them up there and do what we need to do. And as we do calves, we'll move back the gates back up. The 120 calves is what you can see before you there. Now, I'll have to give me a book, because one of the reasons why I'd buy right what we should have been doing when it comes to vaccinating the calves, you're probably wondering this and might have already commented, but the way I would have preferred to have done the calves was to, as we let them out of the training pen, vaccinate them. But the problem was we couldn't get the vaccines ordered in time. They wouldn't come in time, so we had to just keep letting them out. That and my father, in his opinion, the way he wanted to do it was like this: big batch of calves, do them all to one day, so that when you give them their booster in 3 weeks time, it's just you close up the shed and you give them all a booster, rather than having to pick out 15 calves today and 20 calves tomorrow to vaccinate. That's one of the things. But one of the things we did do is with the blues, the limousines, and a couple of other calves, we vaccinated them because we had some vaccines over from last year. I think we had 2 bottles over, so we put them into some of the calves. So I just need my book so I can see what calves have been done, because I can't just remember. We did a few outside of our good calves, or the strong calves, so they only need to get a vecoxan. They don't need to get their second shot of pneumonia vaccine, RSP. So the plan is now, so we'll run them in. I'll stand behind them, have that on my back, and Yoki in, and level mark them and open and close the gate. That's the plan. This is the book, just to see what calves we vaccinated. So here it is, them numbers there on that list there: the blues, limos, red Angus, Fleckfy, and 695, 1490. All of them, they don't have to get their shot, so I leave that with you, Liv. Them ones there, we don't give a vaccine, but we give the bovipast. So we got ourselves set up now, and we get rocking and rolling. Inject, rub, put this down, pull this out. Right, first calf done. Only 119 more to go.
You put that off this side.
How? Because you don't have... Pretty. Look at the little... Look at him. Up on the bales. You're a devil. Why you, Bertie? You're a devil. Why you? You're a devil. Oh, you're a devil. Still have 100 calves to go, so fun. We're nearly ready though to move back the paling though, or the fence. We're starting to get through them calves there, but yeah, it takes a while to get all these done. So now everyone, we have we'll just look at the bottle. Have about 34 done. We've 3 bottles used, and we have nearly half of that one used, so we've 34 now that side. That means there's 90 something. Is that right? Yeah, 90 something still this side. My father's just after leaving to go get another 20 odd calves, so we're gonna go, well, Liv is gonna get a drink, but I'm gonna go and move this gate back around the corner just to tighten them up a little bit. We just we're starting to get to the point where we had to start catching and pulling them over, so just have to move these gates, and yeah, so I better put this down somewhere. Come on, Come on. So now we're gonna operate from the opposite side of the calves. That might make things a little bit more difficult, and then we'll dose away and we get another heap of them done. So we get back into it now. Also, I might put the camera down there somewhere. I might talk about a few other bits and bobs as well while we're doing it, and I've been a bit fast forwarding. You know yourself, usually I'm kind of a video vaccinating calves. As I said before, I'd like to have done it as we were letting them out of the training pen. I'll explain that when I'm vaccinating. But yeah, no, I would have liked to have done it then rather than doing it in one big batch now. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. So everyone, I don't know how well you can see there. It is starting to get a bit on the dark side. The lighting in this shed is quite bad. It's quite bad. We could do a few more lights in here. But anyways, so just, oh fuck, I forgot to refill this. But as I was trying to get around to, just for those of you that are wondering why are we treating with a vecoxan, we use it as a preventative for coccidiosis. The reason for that is because our calves are always on meal. Particularly, it's not so much a problem when they're inside in the shed, but when they go outside to grass, because we were feeding the meal at grass, you do get quite a lot of bird activity. Now we do feed with pencils, or we fed with pencils last year, and it greatly reduces that. But because you get that bird traffic coming in to pick up whatever is left over from what the calves don't feed and that, and they do like to sit on the troughs and whatnot, it's always a great way of transferring, or for calves to get coccidiosis. Through that's how they get it, is that's how calves get it normally, is through the birds. So it's just a preventative measure to make sure that isn't a problem, and we've done it every year. We've done calves and it's never been a problem for us. Scour is never really something we have any trouble with. You get the odd calf like Paul there, he had a bit of trouble with it, but in generally speaking, we get very little to no trouble with scour, huh? That's why we use the vecoxan. Really, it is something that really you should have, particularly when you are feeding meal at the calves of grass, that you do get something to prevent coccidiosis into them. That's why we use it all the time, never had any trouble. We're estimating that the calves are around 50 kilos, so they're getting 20 mils down the neck drench. They're gonna have, I'd say some of you have already probably commented about it by now, isn't exactly ideal. It's a bit on the big side, bit on the awkward side for getting down them. My father set it up, so I just said, right, I'll just run with that. I wasn't going to try and put a different one together when he had this one already put together for the job, but it's just not ideal. And look, it's doing the job. You just takes a little bit longer just to make sure that you get it right. That's a blue, so he doesn't need vaccination. He just needs his coccidiosis. And out he goes. Go on, go on. So I think we're actually at the halfway mark. I put in the 5th bottle. No, 6th bottle there, so we're halfway. Well, we're not quite halfway, we're nearly halfway. Yeah, I can't see us having all these calves done by the time my father gets back with the next load. So we're gonna have to pull up to get them set up in the training pen and shut the ones we're at up, and we'll have to do a bit of bedding for the new calves coming when they do come. So it's just busy. None of the calves are dehorned yet. When we do go to dehorn them, hopefully this year, as any of my regular subscribers or followers would know, we have a lot of cattle with a lot of horns. We always have to try and dehorn all the calves, but it's just very hard to get around them all. On a good day, when we used to have them in pens of 6, we do 100 calves a day. It's a bit harder in this setup because you have to catch them and whatnot. But yeah, no, when we do go to do the dehorning, or at some stage anyways, definitely before they go out, we'll be hitting them again. We might do it when we go at their booster vaccination. They have to get 2 shots of this. Under the skin, under the shoulder. Well, under the skin, under the shoulder. Very straightforward, easy. A lot easier than the IBR vaccine, but it doesn't cover for IBR. I'm being alive here. Livy's the right idea, having her pull-ups on, her waterproof trousers. So straighten out, I want to say. Also, oh, there's enough in it. Also, one of the, some of you may be wondering, you've seen some calves with one tag. I did I'm pretty sure I explained it before in one of my old videos, or one of my other videos, that some of the calves come with the electronic tag in the wrong ear, and because of that we can't stick a button tag and leave the EID tag in the wrong ear, because it'll start misreading. It can read sometimes. It's very hit and miss when it's in the wrong ear. Sometimes it'll read, sometimes it won't, and you just have to cut it out and put it in the other ear. There's just no way around it, and we have to reorder tags for them. To do them all again in 3 weeks time, a month's time, and we'll probably include we'll give them a liquid drench, mineral drench, at the same time we do the second vaccination, just to give them a little bit of a boost before they hit grass. We don't go with any boluses. We used to, but we don't anymore. We try and have licks out with them, a bit of rock salt as well in the meal trough. Ow! Oh, you bastard! Last 6 calves now, last bottle of stuff just in. At long last we have reached, well, we've nearly reached the end. So now everyone, that is, oh, I got a calf going the wrong side of the gate, come back. So now everyone, that is all the calves done, vaccinated for pneumonia, pasteralla pneumonia and coccidiosis. Literally just had enough in the 2.5 litres to do all the calves. So that was grand. So, oh man, it's a lot of work getting all them calves done. So, hope this isn't on time lapse. No, it's not on time lapse, good. So, next thing to do, the father hasn't arrived back with the next load of calves, so I'm just going to shut up the training pen, and then I knock down that bale and bed up all this area. I want to get some lime first, so I gotta go get that first. But that is it. Calves vaccinated. We'll finish up a few little jobs with the calves, and then we'll finish the video at that. It is gone quite dark at the same time, so anyways, we'll go finish this up. So now everyone, my camera just died. I've just finished up everything, so I have the lime in, the straw in, I've all that done, but the camera just died at the GoPro battery and the Hero 8. I may have it since September, but battery's not last as long as it normally does, so I'm going to have to start charging up my second battery, and I'll probably get charging for maybe an extra battery. But new calves are in, so there's 2 Frisians, the rest are all Angus, nice calves. So yeah, that's this shed full now, so that's another 20s, 140 in this shed, so not going to fill as much as we did last year, not just going to rear as many calves. But we've just done one other thing. I'll show you. We spent the last half an hour, a really good blue calf, Belgian blue calf, heifer calf. No, not blue, not 1521, 1507, here on the ground. Can you see her? Can you see her? Yeah. She's after. We just noticed, but I noticed when we were just finishing up, she was one of the first of them to get vaccinated, vecoxan and that, and we were finishing up that. I reckon she was a bit on the big side, and when we let off the trailer of calves, we were like, something has to be done. So we're after spending, I'd say, the last half an hour at her, with stomach tube down the neck and prodding her, trying to get her to go, liquid paraffin. Even bloody new calves are roaring, but nothing was really working. We ended up ringing the vet, And I had always thought that you could only stick them on the left hand side with a needle. We have a real good long needle for letting off pressure. I thought it was the left hand side, but nothing was coming out. And our vet says it's on older cattle it's the left hand side, and on young calves it's the right hand side you stick them. And we stuck her at the right hand side, pressure went. And she's probably feeling a bit sorry for herself, so we're going to have to check her. 2 more diet feeders to put in, and we're finished. So we're going to have to keep an eye on her when we've that done, and we might come in then before we go to bed just to make sure she's okay, because I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry about finishing on the phone. Bloody GoPro, I'm going to have to get more batteries for her and get charging port for extra batteries, but I'm going to leave it at that. Hope you enjoyed this video. That is it from me. Merch, all that is in the description down below. Check everything out in the description. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That is it from me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Good luck.